Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm happy to be here to be doing some yoga with you today. Although we can't be doing it in person, as I've always said, some yoga is better than no yoga. So this is a time where yoga can help us stay centered, find our peaceful place, work on our breath, and work on our body. So we'll begin. Let's come to a nice, easy seat. We call it Sukhasana, the sweet seat. Get nice and settled on your mat. Feel nice and comfortable on this space where we'll do yoga for the next hour. And you can have your palms down on your knees for grounding or up for energy, whichever you feel you require today. And slowly close your eyes or have your eyes cast down in a soft gaze. Let's begin focusing on our breath. We'll take nice, slow, deep inhales in through the nose. Nice, slow exhales out through the nose. Breathing in deeply and exhaling completely. With each inhale, draw in everything that's positive and supports you. And with each exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you any longer. Inhale in everything that brings you peace and joy. And exhale out anything that's causing you pain or stress. Stay with this beautiful flow of breath throughout your practice. It's an essential part of our yoga. It's so very healing. It quiets the mind. It settles the body. It helps us get deeper into our poses. Our minds often they wander, and especially now with so much going on in the world, this is a time where we can take times to heal ourselves, to work on staying healthy. We don't need healing. To just focus on doing our breathing, relaxing, doing our yoga. So inhale deeply and exhale completely. As you inhale, draw in everything that's positive and supports you. And as you exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you any longer. Inhale in everything that brings you peace and joy. And exhale out anything that's causing you pain or stress. And stay with that beautiful flow of breath throughout your practice. If you like, you might take a moment to set an intention for your practice, something that's meaningful to you, something you can take from your mat out to the rest of your day. Or if you like, you might dedicate your practice to someone who needs healing, even if that person is yourself. On the next big inhale, let's raise our arms up overhead, palms touch in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Thumbs come down to our heart center. Bow your head to the light of your heart. Open your eyes and we'll begin. So let's start out reaching up with the right arm, reaching up nice and long, taking a big inhale up and exhaling over. Inhale to lengthen, exhale deeper. Inhale to lengthen, exhale deeper. Your gaze can be up or down, depending on how your neck is feeling today. The most important thing in yoga is that we listen to our body. Our body is the greatest teacher that we have, and we never want to cause pain. So inhale up, exhale over. One more inhale, and on the next exhale, let's reach forward, sweeping the ground or your floor. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. With each inhale, reach and bring in as much air as you can, and each exhale, come forward. And as you do this, try to imagine that you're creating beautiful circles of positive energy all around you. One more time. Inhale up, exhale around, and then as your arm reaches up, reach up as high as you can, fingers spread, shooting energy out. And exhale, your hand comes to your ear, and gently bring your head to the side. If it feels good to you, reach out with your left arm and circle your wrist in one direction and the other. It's so good to keep our joints flexible. We stimulate the synovial fluid, keeping the joints nice and happy. Let's take one more very deep breath here. Allow your hand to float down to the mat, and then reach up with your right arm one more time, nice and high. And as you exhale, bring your right hand to your left thigh. Pulling your belly, reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, draw your fingers behind you of your left hand and slowly twist to the left. Inhaling the crown of the head towards the ceiling, focusing on drawing your left shoulder back, your right shoulder forward. Imagining that your waist is a washcloth and you're bringing out all the water. In this case, we're wringing the toxins from our body. Twists are very detoxifying for the body. And when you're ready, inhale forward. And this time, you'll take the right shoulder forward, bring it all the way over towards your left knee. So try to remember to keep the head extended. We always want to reach out, trying to find length, and then slowly on your exhale, come deeper. And just breathe, taking a stretch, making it feel good, whatever you need. And then slowly bring the right arm forward, the left arm forward, and come down over your knee. And breathe. Take two more nice, slow, deep breaths here. And slowly, on your fingertips, start to move right to the front. And we'll stretch forward, once again, trying to create length in the spine. Try to create space, and then relax into this fold. Slowly come up on the fingertips again. Come all the way up. Place your hands behind your hips. And we're just going to raise our hips, pressing our knees into the mat. And get a nice stretch into your hip flexors and also your lower back. Great stretch. Areas that need to be stretched when we do too much sitting. And come on down. Nice job. And now we're going to switch legs. So whatever leg you had in front was probably your favorite leg to put first. So we're going to switch, and it might feel a little bit uncomfortable to you, but it's always good to practice change. Right now we're being forced to make a lot of changes in our lives, changes that we may not want, we may be resisting, but there isn't much that we can do. And yoga is about accepting things the way they are and not fighting to make them different, finding happiness in what we have. So let's just try making a small change by placing your least comfortable leg in front, and I promise you will survive it. You really will. You'll see. You might even grow to like it. Maybe it'll become your favorite leg. So we're going to do everything we did on the other side all over again on this side. So this time we'll inhale up with your left arm. Gaze can be up or down once again. Maybe start walking out with the right fingers. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, come deeper. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, come deeper. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, come deeper. And just allow yourself to breathe. Sink into this side stretch, opening up the left side of your body, trying to create space between the ribs. Take one more inhale here, and on the exhale, let's reach forward, creating length in the spine, making those beautiful circles. Inhaling up, exhaling as we come forward. Notice the difference from one side to the next. Inhale up, exhale forward. But keep imagining that you're creating that beautiful circle of positive energy all around you. And let's do one more time. And come forward as much as you can. And reach all the way up, 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 over. On the next inhale, reach up nice and high, fingers spread, energy shooting out. Nice deep breaths. You're upright. You can fill those lungs with as much air as possible. Big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, allow your hand to come to your right ear and gently bring your head down to the side. You can reach out with your right arm and circle your wrist in one direction and the other. And just relax. Try to see how beautiful it is to have space between your ear and your shoulder. And if your shoulders start to creep up throughout the practice, just remember to draw them back down. It helps prevent that pain that you can get behind your shoulder blades. Slowly allow your right hand to come down. Reach up nice and high, releasing your ear. This time we're reaching up with our left arm, energy shooting out. And we'll bring our left hand to our right thigh. And our right arm comes behind us, onto the fingertips, lengthening and taking a twist. Thinking about drawing the left shoulder forward, the right shoulder back, sitting up nice and straight. If your right shoulder starts to creep up, just bend your elbow or bring your fingers out further behind you. And with each inhale, lengthen, each exhale, twist. Take one more deep breath here, and then slowly come around to the front. Bring your left shoulder forward over the right knee and thigh. And just breathe as you sink into this stretch. Notice the difference from one side to the next. And when you're ready, you can reach forward with your left arm and with your right. Sinking down over your knee. Just breathing. Appreciating the stretch. And then slowly on fingertips, walking forward. Taking one more big stretch, walk the fingers out as much as you're able, and gently allow the breath to take you into your furthest expression of this pose. As you inhale, slowly start to walk back over those fingertips. Place your hands behind you. And reach up with the hips. Pushing them forward. Getting a stretch in your low back. And exhale, the hips come down. Beautiful. And you survived having that other leg in front, didn't you? You would. So we're going to stretch the hips a little bit, an area where we hold a lot of tension. We're just going to bring the feet up. And you want to keep enough room in between your feet so that as you exhale and drop your knees down, you're going to have enough space for both knees to come down. If they don't come all the way down, if you're very tight in this IT band, No worries. We just know that it doesn't coming down yet. And if you keep practicing, it will. So leave enough space so you'll be prepared for that day when you're surprised when you get a bigger stretch. So inhale up, exhale over to the right. Inhale up, we're always moving with the breath. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up, over to the right, and pause here. We're going to place our right hand into the mat, reach up with the left arm, push our knees into the mat, and open up your heart and your chest. And exhale, come down. We'll do that 2 more times. Take a big, big inhale. We're stretching our hip flexors, stretching our lower back, and we're opening our hearts, our chest. And exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale up, reach up. Take that awesome stretch. And come on down. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale up and exhale over. Make sure you have enough space for the knees. Put your left hand behind you. Might help to have your fingers facing away from you, but you see what feels best for you. And then reach up, inhaling and pressing the hips forward. And exhale down. Make it nice and big. Inhale up, reach up, stretch open the chest. Inhaling in as much air as you can and exhaling down. It's really good to work on expanding the lungs at all times, but especially now. And push the hips forward. And come on down. Nice job, everybody. So now we've been a little bit stretchy. We're going to come up to standing. So find your way up. And I like to just take a stretch here into my forward fold. And slowly rise up, rolling the shoulders back. So we're going to roll our shoulders, holding them all the way up to the ears and down, letting the shoulder blades fall down, and then maybe involve the arms and just get that beautiful stretch in your body. We'll bring it forward. Just a few times, making it as big as you'd like. And then coming to standing, let's move forward and back, feeling all parts of our feet. Wiggling the toes, coming up on the toes, back on the heels. Might even be fun to reach back and walk on your heels, something I always used to do as a kid. For some reason, I think it's fun. It also works on your balance. So we're going to spread the toes nice and wide, and you can spin your heel in so that it reaches the arch. And then keeping the toes where they are, just spin the heel out, and that gives you about the distance apart. And then we're going to spread those toes again, getting a nice firm base with the feet. We'll engage our bandhas, the locks that we talk about in yoga. So we're going to pull in the muscles of the pelvic floor, our mula bandha, our root lock, and then 2 fingers under your belly button. Pull in and up. There's a little hook there grabbing it. Wouldn't that be nice to keep it up and engaged? Feel your whole core, because it's all around, not just those abs that we want to create in the front. We want to strengthen the whole body all the way around. And that's your Uddiyana Bandha, which, as my students know, is my favorite Sanskrit word because it's so much fun. And now that you're doing this maybe alone in your house, you might want to try saying it a few times. Uddiyana Bandha. It's lots of fun. And then we're going to pull those shoulders up one more time. Open up the chest. Our hands are forward at our sides. You can have your hands forward or facing your body, feeling the energy shooting out. Draw your head back so it's in line with your spine. Your chin is parallel. to the ground, and you're in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. It's a very meditative pose. It's a foundation for all our standing poses. And it's so good for us to work on our alignment and opening up so that we don't end up stooped like this, right? So open up, fill the lungs, take a big inhale. As you raise your arms up overhead, palms touch, and exhale, bow forward. If you have any sensitivity in your back, always keep a bend like this in your knee. You want to protect your back at all costs. If it feels good to you to straighten one leg and the other, you can bend one knee and the other, walking back and forth in your forward fold. If it feels good to you, grab opposite elbows and come into your ragdoll, swaying from side to side, allowing the head to hang heavy, releasing all tension in the spine. And just imagine that you're opening the crown of your head and letting all your worries just fall right onto the mat. Just leave them there. You don't need them. Let them rest. And then let's put a bend in our knees. Keep it light. Toes are light. Bend in the knees. And we'll place our right hand just in front of our feet and reach up with your left arm, taking a very big twist and stretch. You can keep both knees bent. You might want to straighten your left leg to get a bigger twist, or maybe even straighten both. Yogi's choice. If it feels good to you, bring your arm around your waist and maybe take a little twist or a little bind by reaching for your right thigh. Inhale your arm back up again. Exhale, bend both knees, come back into that squat and your forward fold. Relax your head. And we'll take the twist to the other side, leaving your left hand down. Take your twist. Straighten one or both knees, or keep both straight. Keep your arm reaching up, or maybe take that bind. Yogi's choice. Do what feels good to you. Your gaze can be up or down. Again, listening to your body, doing what feels best. If your arm is around in the bind, reach up, and then exhale your arm down, come back to your squat. Let's get into our chair pose. Keep the toes nice and light, and we'll reach back and forward. Back, and inhale forward, and exhale back. Inhale forward, and exhale back. This time come all the way up, interlace your fingers, elbows back by your ears. Inhale up, and exhale over to the right. Stretching the whole side body. Beautiful. Inhale up. Reach up. Try to keep the shoulders down even while you're extending the arms. And exhale over to the left. Inhale up. Nice back bend here. Release your fingers. And we'll come back into our chair pose, leaving the hips. Toes are light. Once again, we'll reach back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Sink a little lower if you're able. Inhale forward. And then hands come behind you. Interlace your fingers. And take a forward fold. Straighten the legs as much as feels good to you. Let your head hang heavy. And draw your arms up over your head. And breathe. Stretching your shoulders. Maybe get a palm to palm connection if you're able. And then one more time. Sink back, release the hands. Come up to your standing pose, reach up and back. And exhale, forward fold. Let's come halfway up Hands can come to shins. The fingertips can stay on the mat as long as your back is nice and long. And let's just take a moment here and look over your right shoulder, drawing the right hip towards you, moving the C curve, and then the other direction, drawing your left hip and your left shoulder forward, left shoulder towards your hip. Sorry about that. And then come forward. Exhale, forward, fold. Let's get back to our plank pose. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Come forward and back. Just rocking back and forth, getting a really nice stretch in the back of your heels and your Achilles. Let's make sure that we stir those elbows in. Elbows are facing forward. And we'll take our first chaturanga, so you have the option of dropping the knees. Elbows come back to kiss your ribs as you come chin, chest, all the way up to your baby cobra. Or you can come into your plank, elbows kiss your ribs once again, to your upward facing dog. And slowly come back up, downward facing dog. So let's take a look at your alignment. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Press down on the knuckles and the fingers, taking the weight off the wrists. Stir those elbows forward. And then we're going to think about broadening the collarbones. Come way up on your toes. Push your hips up and back towards the point in the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. And exhale, bring your heels down towards the mat. Once again, if you have any back sensitivity, please keep a bend in the knees and be mindful of your back. If anything hurts, rule of thumb, don't do it. Come all the way up on your toes. Inhale forward into your plank. Hips up, keep a nice straight alignment. And exhale back to your down dog. Inhale forward. We're working our arms, we're working our core. And exhale, come back. Inhale forward. Exhale, lift the hips and slowly lower the heels. I just love this. Moving back and forward between the plank and down dog, two of my favorite poses. I hope you love it as much as I do. And back to downward dog. Always be mindful of your alignment. So let's bring the feet together. And we'll inhale our right leg up nice and high. Three-legged dog. Draw your knee up towards the ceiling and your foot comes over towards the left. Circle the ankle. We're always taking opportunities to lubricate those joints. Your beautiful joints. Bringing the knee up, opening up the hip as much as you can. Let's work on our leg strength. So come way up on the toes of your left foot. Keeping open hips. Make sure both arms are equal from the mat so you're not twisting from your hand. And exhale your heel down. And inhale all the way up onto those toes. Work your feet. And exhale your heel down. One more time. I know you can do it. Come all the way up with your toes onto the toes. Lift your heel up. And then open up as much as you can with the hip. And exhale your heel down. Keeping your leg the way it is. Let's stay over to the side, but try straightening. So unbending the knee, but still reaching the toes all the way over towards the left. And then rotate, squaring off the hips, coming back to your three-legged dog. Take a big, big inhale here, and exhale. Take another inhale, and on the exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. And inhale back up again. And exhale, your right knee comes to your right elbow. Trying to keep it up nice and high. And inhale up. exhale, knee towards your nose. And inhale back up again. Exhale, this time you twist, bringing the knee over to the left elbow. And inhale back up again. Exhale your knee towards your nose and flex your foot. Your back heel comes down. Push your feet into the mat as you rise up, warrior one. Beautiful warriors. Spin those wrists. Look so pretty. Make sure your knees out nice and straight. And you're putting the weight on the outer edge of your left foot. Let's stretch our warrior right now. So reach up, take a big stretch. And exhale, come forward and reach back. And inhale, come up. And exhale, come forward and back. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, forward and back. And then rise up. Warrior one. Beautiful warriors. Open to warrior two. Keep that knee nice and straight. It might want to fall in, but don't let it. Gaze is over your middle finger. Let's flip the palms and feel the shoulders relax. And then flip them back. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale. Think about what it means for you to be a warrior. Where do you need to find your strength? What's in your inner warrior? And then we'll straighten our front leg. Reach forward as far as you're able. And exhale, come down with your right arm and up with the left into your triangle pose. Your gaze can be up or down. No worries how far down you get. It's more important that your back is nice and straight. And breathe. On the next inhale, rise up and reach all the way back. Reverse triangle. You can have your hand down your leg or around your waist. Yogi's choice. Exhale back to warrior two. Find your strength. It's such a strong pose. Beautiful warriors. And straighten your front leg again. We'll repeat our Trikonasana, our triangle. Reach forward as far as you're able and exhale. Come back down. Reach up with your left arm. Beautiful triangles. Reach your core. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, this time, come down with your left arm. And we're going to come into our pyramid pose. If you have blocks, these are a great option. You can place them on either side of your foot. You can also move your back leg a little closer. And then think about bringing your right hip back, your left hip forward. Reach out with your head and then come down into your pyramid pose. And breathe. Maybe come out again. And exhale down, trying to find length, trying to find length in the spine. Breathing in deeply and exhale completely. We'll move from here to our twisted triangle, twisted Trikonasana. If you have a block, it's a great option once again. And you can keep your hand on the mat. If you don't have a block and you can't reach, you can use your shin, or you can place your hand on the right side of your foot. Draw your thighs together and reach up into your twisted triangle. Drawing the thighs together helps you balance. Exhale, bring your hand down. Bend your knee. And step back into your flying pose. Spread those fingers nice and wide, insides of the elbows forward. Take your chaturanga. Come into your up dog. And exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Find a moment to check your alignment, fingers spread, elbows insides of the elbows coming toward one another, upper arms going up, come way up on those toes, push the hips up and back, and heels come down. Come up on your toes, inhale forward into your plank. And come back to your down dog. Inhale forward into your plank. And exhale to your down dog. One more time, inhale into your plank. And let's just hold our planks. Try not to sink into the hips. Breathing nice and deeply. Thinking about the gentleman who set the plank record of 9 minutes and I think 15 seconds. Maybe it was 18 seconds. It was 9 hours. 9 hours and 18 minutes. Wow, that's really something, right? And then lift the hips up, back, downward facing dog. Let's bring our feet together. Inhale your left leg up nice and high. Draw your knee up towards the ceiling and open up your hip. Keep both arms equal from the mat. Really twisting at the hip, opening the hip, circling your ankle around. You'll come up on our right toes as high as you can, still keeping your left hip open, and exhale your heel down. And we'll come up again as high as you can on your toes, and exhale your heel down. And one more time, come up as high as you can, and exhale your heel down. Reach over towards the right, straighten your leg. Getting a very big stretch all along the full side body. And then start to square off your hips. Coming back once again into your three-legged dog. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, reach nose. And inhale up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Try to keep it up nice and high. And inhale up. And exhale, reach nose. And inhale up. Exhale over to your left elbow. Inhale up. Try to knee in towards your nose again. And plant your foot. Back heel comes down. Rise up. Warrior one. We stretch our warriors after circulating wrist one more time. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward and back. And inhale up. And exhale, come back. Last one. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back. And then rise up. Warrior one. Open to warrior two. Keep your knee open. Arms are nice and straight. Flip your palms and feel your shoulders relax. Flip the palms back. Find your warrior. Find strength in this pose. Gaze over your middle finger. And straighten your front leg. Reach forward as far as you're able. Before coming into the triangle pose. So keeping a nice straight alignment. Gaze can be up and down. Take a nice big breath here. And then inhale up and back. Reverse triangle. It's in your practice to bring your arm around and take that bind. You can do that. Exhale back. Warrior two. Straighten your leg. Reach forward as far as you can as we come to our triangle again. Reaching up, finding length, taking a big inhale, and exhale. Come down into your pyramid pose. Remember the adjustments you can make. It's a great idea to have blocks. You can have your feet a little closer together. Reach out with your head and exhale down. And breathe. Try to square off the hips, drawing the left hip back, the right hip forward. And just thinking about extending before you come deeper. Maybe extend again and then come deeper. We'll move to our twisted triangle. We're keeping the right hand down on your block, the mat, the inside of the outside of your foot. Draw your thighs together for balance. And reach up, taking your twisted triangle. The more you can draw your thighs together, the better it is for your balance. And breathe. On the next exhale, bring your hands down. Reach back with your leg. Let's take another chaturanga. Coming to your upward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back to your down dog. Let's walk to the front of the mat. Going into your forward fold. Just breathing in your Uttanasana. Keeping a bend in the knees if you require it. For your back. Or just because you like to do it that way. And then hands come forward. Halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And reverse dive up. Palms touch, take your back bend. Exhale. Hands back at heart center. Let's do one more Vinyasa. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up, forward fold. Step back to your plank pose. Fingers spread, come over your fingertips, take your chaturanga. Come to your upward facing dog. Just up and back, downward facing dog. Walking dog, make it nice and yummy. Think about bringing the hips up and back and breathing, always with the breath. Bring your feet together and slowly inhale your right leg up nice and high. And exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow and bring it up again. And exhale, right knee to right elbow. One more time. Bring your right knee to your right elbow, and then just bring your foot around, coming into your pigeon pose. You can always take pigeon on your back as a figure four if that feels better for you. You might want to open up your heart before you slowly come down into your pigeon. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths there in pigeon, relaxing, keeping your head down onto the mat if that feels good for you. Or you might want to stack your fists. Just take whatever feels best for you. Try not to roll over onto the right hip. You'll lose the stretch. So you want to stay nice and even in between our hips. And then slowly come back up onto your hands. And we're going to tuck our toes and lift our knee and bring our foot to the outside of your right hand. So right hand to the outside of your right foot. We're coming to our lizard pose. Once again, many options here. So you have the option of staying up like this. Or bring your knee down and the top of the foot down. If you have blocks, they're also a great option. You can come to your elbows with or without blocks. If it feels good, come to the blade of your foot and open up, maybe pressing your hand against your inner thigh and taking a twist. You always have the option of keeping the toes tucked and knee up if that's your preference. And then many of my students like to do what I call the flying lizard. So you can bring your foot forward, really push back against your heel, engage your core, reach under with your right arm under your right thigh, and reach out with your left arm, flying your lizard. If it's in your practice to take a bind, you can reach around, finding your fingers, and reach up with your shoulder. And unwind wherever you are. Come back, bringing the foot to center. And we're going to lower down into our low lunge. Reaching up. Palms come to touch. And then let's bring our hands down. And we'll stretch our hamstrings. So we have the option here of using blocks. It's great to move your blocks forward and back. In my next video, I'll make sure that I have those blocks available. And then pick up the toes, drive your head down towards the toes. And if you like, you can stay like that. You can do your rocking. Or for those of you that have been working on your splits and your half splits, you can take that now. So wherever you are is where you should be. Just relax into your pose. When you're ready, you can slowly draw your heel in. Sometimes your mat wants to come with you. No worries, it's all good. It's all yoga. And we'll tuck our left toes, lift the knee, and step back once again into our plank pose. We'll come forward, take a chaturanga, go into your upward dog, and lift the hips, come to your downward facing dog. Let's walk our dog, then one knee and the other. Find your alignment, readjust, push those hips up and back, and draw your feet towards one another before coming into your three-legged dog. Take a big inhale up and exhale. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Try to keep it up nice and high. And inhale up. And exhale. Knee to your elbow. And inhale up. One more time. Knee to your right elbow. And then left elbow, sorry. Then bring your left knee to your left wrist. Coming into your pigeon. Open up your heart. See how it feels. And you can come forward into your sleeping pigeon. Once again, you also have the option to come onto your back, doing your supine pigeon or your figure fours, it's also called. Stay in your pigeon as long as it feels good to you. And then when you're ready, slowly come up onto your hands, tuck your right toes, lift your knee, and we're going to bring our left foot to the outside of our left hand, coming into our lizard pose. Yogi's choice. Try to do what you did on the other side. Come down. The important thing if you bring your knee out to the side and your toes is that your toes and your knees in the same direction. Or if they're up, then they're both facing forward. You never want the knee and the toes to be in a different direction. You can really hurt your knee like that. So we're in our lizard, enjoying the stretch, maybe take a twist here. Slowly come back. If you'd like to try your flying lizard, now's the time. Otherwise, you can always come to child's pose or come back staying into that lizard pose. We're going to reach under your left thigh with your left hand, push back against your right heel. You can stay right here, find your lizard, or you can take your vine, reaching back, finding your finger, and coming up with your shoulder. And if you start to lose your balance, no worries, just come right back into it. It's all good. You want to come back with hands on the ground and come into stretching our hamstrings. So we're going to move forward and back, stretching the hamstrings. And if you like, you can come up with your toes, put your head down, toward your toes. Or those of you working on your half splits or your splits can take that now. Yogi's choice. And just keep breathing. Find all those tight areas and breathe. People can't resist yoga, so it seems that I'm drawing towards me. The puppies, the children, it's all good. You can still find a way to do your yoga. So we're going to come back into our plank pose. Find your plank. Come forward. Take your chaturanga. Come to your upward facing dog. Lift your elbows up and back. Downward facing dog. And slowly walk in front of the mat. Come into your forward fold. Once again, relaxing. Trying to remember to drop all those worries. Come back to your red dog, swaying from side to side. Way up. Spine. Exhale. Forward fold. Drop your hips. Come back to your chair pose. Palms come together. Take a twist. Trying to stack one elbow on top of the other. Maybe opening up to make it a little deeper. Palms come back to touch. Inhale all the way up, stretch back. Exhale, come down. Belly in. Take your twist. And open up. Palms come back to touch. All the way up. And reach back. And hands come to heart center. We're going to come down onto our mat by way of our yogi squat. So let's bring our feet to the outer edges of the mat if you need, or if you're able to come down, keeping your feet closer together, that's awesome. So come down however feels good to you, making sure though that the knees and the toes are facing in the same direction. And just relax here, relaxing your hips and sinking down into your yogi squat. Slowly bring your hands behind you, extend the legs, come into Dandasana, engaging all the muscles, and slowly circling your ankles in one direction and the other. Going to slowly come into Konasana, soles of the feet come together. Beautiful. And we can bring one leg up and then the other, opening and closing, coming to Navasana. Let's slowly open, up, and open, up, open, up, and then come all the way down onto your mat. Let's draw the knees in and rock from side to side. Massaging your back. Got the outer edges of your feet. Coming to happy baby. Big smile on your face because babies are always happy when they do this. Maybe try to rock all the way from one side to the other. Getting that beautiful stretch. And getting that beautiful massage in your back. If it feels good to you, open up into a wide V. And then bring your legs up. Grab hold of the left leg, let the right leg come down, and draw your leg in towards your head, pointing and flexing. You can use a strap here or your hand. Bring your left leg out to the side, right arm out, and breathe. Try to keep your right shoulder and your right hip down, and your gaze can be over to the right. Inhale your leg up, switch hands, reach out with the left arm, and come over into a very deep twist. This time we're trying to keep the left shoulder down, your gaze can be to the left. You just feel that very big stretch in your RTN. And come on up, and point, and flex. Allow your other leg to come up, and let the left leg come down, draw the right leg in. And we'll do a couple of switches, working the core, shoulders and head up. Although Rosie wants to join the practice, she does a beautiful downward dog. And this time we'll come up with the right leg, draw it all the way up. Take a big stretch, pointing and flexing, circling the ankle, and then reaching out with the left arm, and the right leg tops the right. Try not to squash your plants. Please can be over this time to the left. Nice slow deep breaths, hold as long as you like. And then inhale up, and switch over to the other side. Inhale up. Let's take a couple more of those alternating legs. Now when you're ready, come down into Shavasana. Find your most comfortable pose for Shavasana. Relax your body. Release all tension. And just take a few moments to allow yourself to absorb all the benefits that you were able to cultivate into your practice today. Just relaxing and staying with the breath. Remembering what is important. Remembering how important it is to stay in the moment. Not thinking about the past. Not having anxiety about the future. Just trying to be present so we can appreciate each moment in our lives. It's called the present because it truly is. When you're ready, you can reach your arms over your head. Take a nice big full body stretch. Slowly draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for taking the time to come to your mat, doing some good for your body, your mind, and your spirit. I would like to thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, allowing me to guide you through this practice. Truly is a privilege. For me, truly is a pleasure, although I really miss seeing all your smiling faces. I hope you'll forgive the technical difficulties. It's my first video, but I'm happy to have you join me in it. When you're ready, you can hold to your favorite side. You can just seated. Palms up. Let's take a nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth for the side. Hands by your sides. Inhale them up overhead. Palms touch and Anjali Mudra. Thumbs come to your third eye, inviting in thoughts of peace and harmony. To your lips to bring laughter and smiles. In your heart center to bring love, compassion, and gratitude to others, and also to yourselves. The light in me that honors and cherishes the divine light in each of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.